not there and not know. So just sort of, but all the same.
For me, as a founder for this kind of form of art, it's if you stay like in your form and give it enough time and enough respect, it will strengthen the work. If you change from one to another and do different things, you're gonna be like it's gonna take lots of meaning to what you're doing. So that's what you know. You're in it. Maybe you want to change. If you want to change, that's another time, maybe.
Well, I was just thinking what Angela was saying, like just even like physically, like say, I don't forget your name. Corrine. Anyway, she was just saying that it'd be interesting to see like someone playing their instrument, but maybe like maybe coming into the space a bit more, coming out. I don't know.
Yeah.
Not that you would change everything, but it would be like.
I would like to put in that.
What's that?
What do you mean? Sorry again?
If she left that light, she'd be this light.
Yeah.
Always, right? That right? Always.
Yeah, I guess
But
just
anyway.
okay. Well, okay. In that case, okay. If you're gonna do that, pay attention to your light, right? Because that's the whole point. Is that I need to stop it at some point, right? And change gears or whatever, right? So okay, go for it.
No,
but,
I don't. I'm sorry. I don't want to change anything. But it was just interesting. Angela brought that up, so that was kind of.
yeah. I guess that's the only thing for me is just when your light's off, I'd like a little bit.
Yeah, I guess in the beginning it was just a little bit of a sound thing in terms of hearing other instruments, a little bit just a little struggle with some instruments. But it got better as we progressed. So those are minor things, little minor things, but important that every instrument is heard when
Right.
they presented at that time.
Yeah.
Because we can play off of that when we need to.
What's the level of communication between you guys? Like, what do you think? Are you connecting really? You feel yourself? You represent yourself enough? Are you get exchange with others?
I'd like to be closer to the action. I don't know if that's possible.
Your instrument is so big.
You got a big member there, George. That's all it is.
Can you stand and play?
It could, yeah, I guess we couldn't move the piano anywhere else.
A little bit late for the light thing. Is all.
It's more of a challenge for you, but I know what you mean.
Can you turn it a little bit at least?
The lights set up.
Oh, okay.
It's
yeah.
probably as good as it gets.
Okay. Opening, ending.
Opening. I liked what was going on at the opening part of it. I thought it was really coming. It was very interesting. Ending, I'm not sure. It would be, like I said, remember how we talked about trying to build some kind of a dance party atmosphere? Yeah. People may not get up and do that, but think rhythm, think working together, right? The chaos is great for a while, but if we can evolve the chaos into something that's a little bit more, yes.
One comment from a friend who listened yesterday. She wanted that invitation, pull in, hold us, build us up, then first.
Yeah, so maybe like
Holding that seduction.
once we get to a certain peak, then maybe the lights all come on, then the audience can come out and join in. Because that would give them a good cue to come on out.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Because in that way it's a continuum and the show's not over. It's not over, it shouldn't be over. If you're going to invite them to come out, then it's ongoing. They come out and enjoy the party and dance and, you see, with a little bit of lights up, but not with this crescendo ending thing.
Oh, okay.
Like last night. Well, that's what I forgot about.
Can I say something?
Most people out.
When we were dancing, actually at the very end, Laura said to me, "Is this the end?" I don't know. Is it the end? I don't know. And it is. It just takes over, and many times we can't consciously or arbitrarily, is that how you say?
Arbitrarily, yeah.
Decide. I'm gonna turn around and invite somebody because the music was powerful, and what was happening to me it didn't allow me to go back and get people. I wasn't sure where I was, what was happening. So maybe if we have that light that let us know that, okay, it's time, as Carlos say, to bring people in. because we
Your
get
voice thing at
involved
the
in
end, but your voice thing at the end was wonderful. It's at the end too, and maybe there's a chance to say, everyone join in, please join in, and then as part of your dialogue, it's a point. I don't know. It's nice.
Did you think it's the work last night went too abstract?
I think that, I don't, I think at that point, I think that was the comment from someone I know, was that it was just, yeah, she said, oh yeah, some people like that jazz stuff. That's what she said. And she liked it too, but she just felt like it was too much of it. I don't know if I mean, I think I could see that. I could see that there was not just enough seduction to that. I don't say don't do that. But yes, is there any way to cue us when we're near the end?
There is here, yeah.
Can you say something? I don't know.
Flicker the lights, maybe, all of them? Kind of flicker a bunch of lights or something?
Do that.
That'd be kind of neat. Yeah,
Okay,
actually.
sure. That work for everybody?
Flicker
Like
the lights,
almost like
but that
a
doesn't
strobe
mean go
thing,
to
yeah.
chaos yet.
Along with the
No,
music.
flickering would be closer towards the end, I think,
Yeah,
like the very, very end, right?
Yeah, like 2 minutes.
Okay, you want a 2-minute warning?
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody get that? Okay.
Yeah, it's a little late for tonight, but I do think in the future you should consider having loose physical structures that cue those things. Like she was saying, she was dancing and she didn't want to leave because it was all happening and it would be awkward to invite the audience up. You'd almost have to know that the dancers are going to go out and bring people up to the audience, and this is the activity they're doing, and after that there's a big cue, and then it goes to the end. And you just need a few simple little structures. And that's what I was trying to suggest before was structured improvisations, where you could have a lot of things I felt was a little inclusive too. I shouldn't go on too long, but and more of a review status. But where it's really beautiful having people dance and move around, but it's hard to maintain just improvised movement or anything for that long. And the same thing with the music. It didn't quite, like, we had all these incredible, beautiful sounds, but we didn't really gel, really it was actually more like 3 or 4 people with like really good musicians, not me obviously, that were really gelling, and some of the best moments were actually just when it was one dancer and one solo instrument. And, but I think you need to structure somehow some loose, app thing to changes anyway. Sorry.
Well,
Excuse me. In music, I think the difference between sound and silent make the moment very attractive. Chaos, suddenly silent, and through that silence, violent. And another instrument, simple, very simple, but it's very attractive.
okay.
As Beethoven said, the silent is more important than the sound.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Very attractive.
Okay. Good.
Any questions? Yeah.
Hands up.
Are we using the words at all, like those three words, the attraction, the seduction, and evolution? Are they being spoken at all throughout the performance?
We haven't been,
Some
but
people do it.
yeah, I think some
No,
people
I
do.
don't think it's necessary.
I was going to say, I knew that when you have me, I know that when you have me come out and hula hoop, that's the break between the triptychs. So the first time I come and hula hoop, after that we're moving to seduction. The second time I hula hoop, we're moving to evolution.
Oh, there's good cues.
So that's our cues.
Yes, and those breaks, I'm going to drop the lights completely on everybody, and then bring up. What's going to happen if people want to notice? I'm going to flash the red on Leanne, right, just beforehand, so she knows it's coming. Then all the lights are going to go down. Then the blue's going to blue's going to come up, or in the case of the first one when it was Amir, might be Amir first, right? But the flash over at her is where it is, and all the lights will go down. Okay?
Is it too literal to use the words or something?
If you want to use it in it, I'm in my initial little speech that I'm going to give. I do mention that there's 3 parts and the 3.
Because I did get an email from somebody who's seen a lot of performance art who said, and maybe he was being facetious, but he said, so what was the show about?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I had to reply and explain. Obviously, he didn't read the program, but,
Okay.
I wondered,
Okay.
Well, I think with your introduction, that
Hopefully, I should. No.
It's That's okay at the end if you have people come out that I go off, because I'm just afraid that someone will,
What if, yeah, if you don't feel comfortable out there, then, you know, that's, you know, that's fine. Well, so, okay? And remember, it's just art.